crap. What up, guys? Sorry I'm so late. I got mad hiccups, Matt. This is a very awkward setup because you guys are down here, but the camera's up there. Oh my god. Literally just got back from dinner. Gosh, Noah. Hold your breath. Oh. Connor Henderson, they were 27 months, man. I thought I had music going. Eddie, Lewis, what's up, Jay? What's up, Pete? What's up, Bon? What's up, Geezy? Geezer. It's differently. What's up, Medium of Media? Matt, they were 27 months, man. Fly to PA tomorrow for a week, then going to Florida. We're in Florida, Matt. I will say, dude, today it was like 90 degrees and incredibly humid. Literally, it's supposed to be 90 for the next like 5 days. I don't know how people do it. I'm just not a... This type of heat is just brutal. What's up, Jeff? Hope things are going well. Yeah, just today was just loading day, so... But they made a new rule this year where you can't start loading until 1 o'clock. So once 1 o'clock hits, we have to get everything set up. So we just got back from dinner and everything. But yeah, today was just load in. Tomorrow we have unofficial practice. Friday will be official practice. And then Saturday, Sunday are the races. But I like Sebring. Hopefully we do pretty well. I like Geezy better. What up, Always Be Carving? Florida sun is brutal, Eddie. Is he gonna hold up to Memorial Day? I don't know. I haven't been there, but I feel like some places might have a hard time making it much past Memorial Day. What's up, Chris? All is well, dude. We'll see. Action gets started tomorrow. Two weeks in PA, 2 weeks in Panama City in the Panhandle. For some reason, I thought it was going to be cooler in May, but I was totally wrong. What up from Niseko? Everything about going to Japan in the coming seasons. I think it'd be really rad. Japan is definitely probably the #1 place on my bucket list as of lately. I really enjoyed my time in British Columbia. I don't want to say I got my BC fix at all, but I feel like ever since I got BC done, Japan is kind of the next logical place that I would love to explore. Races are live streamed on YouTube. The channel is called GT World. So they are live streamed on YouTube. Happy Wednesday, Drew. A foot at Mammoth. I gotta head over. You're gonna foot this weekend? One week till knee replacement, Bond. Start. Miami GP is also this weekend, yeah. That's a really cool event. DC, thanks for 27 months. Season is not over yet for me. Brighton and a tour at Alta this weekend. Do you have one more trip to Mammoth this spring? I would love to. I really would. I low-key wanted to go in May. My only problem with May a little bit is that when I get back from Sebring, I have less than a week, and then I go to Austin, Texas. So I have like 2 full weeks of racing in May, but after that, I'm pretty free until like July. I just was a little bit cautious about going before like Memorial Day. But yeah, the plan is to try to get to Mammoth for like a spring, early summer shred, I guess. Little Conwood's supposed to get almost 2 feet in the next 7 days. Seriously, in May? That's nuts. Brett Brokoff. Little Con with 2 feet in 7 days. Are you skiing more this year in the spring? I think the Mammoth trip would be cool. I guess that's something I wanted to talk about in this stream, was the whole spring skiing and stuff. Will he be in the car and miss the GP? Sunday. I don't know exactly when the GP is, but yeah, I don't know. There's a chance I might be in the car and miss it, but yeah, I don't know exactly when the GP is. We're going to see a meetup vid. Oh man, there's been so much stuff I feel like I left unfinished, from the heli trip to the meetup. I wonder if they smoothed the track out on Austin. It's been pretty bumpy. I don't know, Geezy. I don't know. I've always thought it's been pretty good, but it's definitely somewhat degraded over the years. What was your favorite ski in your quiver this year? My White Walker 116s were probably my favorite. That was my newest addition, was my White Walker 116s, and that's probably the ski that I enjoyed using the most. That and the White Walker 121, but the 121's a lot more of a specialty ski, so I think my plan for next year is to get the new model White Walkers, but probably keep everything else the same. I've been toying with the idea about getting a smaller underfoot ski, like more along the lines of a 100, but I really like the 106 for other stuff. Is my ski season over, says Quixie. I feel like there's some people in here that I've never really seen in the stream before. Yeah, I feel like my ski season's been over really since my heli skiing trip to BC. That was the last time I skied, to be honest. I haven't skied since then. But yeah, I don't know what it is. I thought this year would be different than last year, but for some reason, like, I have like no desire to ski once like the springtime comes around. It's weird. I don't know if I ski too much too soon, like in October, November, and December, and then by the time the second half of the season comes around, I just don't enjoy it anymore. And I definitely kick myself over it. I'm like, I just need to not be like this, but it's so hard. The last thing I feel like I can do is make a video when I'm not like truly stoked about it. I think the reason why the channel has grown and this community has grown is because of the stoke that has come across in the videos. And the last thing I can do is like fake that, you know, nor do I want to. Like, I don't want to fake it either, because that's just not right. So did this happen last year? Yeah, it happened last year too. I feel like last year it happened even a little bit sooner. Last year was a little bit different because I went on like a much bigger van trip, and kind of some of the issues I had with the van coupled with the skiing like really kind of extinguished the flame. But yeah, this happened right around the same time last year. And so like trying to reflect on it, I'm like, I don't know kind of what to do to fix it. I don't know if it just means maybe next year I just don't, whether I slow the uploads down so I don't feel like I have to film and record and make a video like every day early on, in hopes of being able to ski later in the year. But also from a more of like an analytical standpoint, a lot of the channel dies down kind of after February anyway. So then when I see, like, I thought the heli skiing videos were some of this like the most unique sort of coolest stuff I've put out, and it's like straight up from a view standpoint, they're so much lower than my early season videos. So then when I get in that, I'm like, well, man, I put all this time into it, and from like a return standpoint, it almost doesn't even make sense to make the videos if like not a lot of people are going to watch them. And I know it's such a fucked way of looking at it, but ever since I started doing this full time rather than like just as a hobby and a passion, it's really changed the way I've approached it, if that makes sense. And so then lately I've just been really trying to reflect on like what the channel is about, you know, and is it better if I just don't post anything, and then just next October I'm like, okay, I'm back and let's go skiing. But I don't think that's really fair either, because I think there's more to the channel than just the skiing part of it. But from a business standpoint, the skiing is what makes all this happen, right? And so I end up feeling really bad and really, really shitty because I'm like, wow, I just like didn't stick it out. I just didn't finish it. But I just don't, for some reason I have a hard time enjoying it. And I think most of it is like, I feel pressure to do something really, every video I feel a lot of pressure that I need to ski a new shoot, right? Do something I haven't done before. And so then I get down on myself because I'm like, I'm just going to ski. And sometimes I just want to ski the same shit, right? And just like have fun and cruise around. But I'm like, this is going to be boring. No one's going to want to watch this. And so I think putting that pressure on myself to always do something that I haven't done before, do a new like crazy shoot where if I fall and if I mess up, like, you know, there's a consequence to it. And sometimes I struggle doing that all the time. I think we froze. I think we're back. Why not just go spring skiing and not record? Because then I feel like I'm wasting my time almost. I feel like if I'm gonna go skiing, I need to record it and I need to put something out. And there was this year I skied way more than I have, and I didn't make a video. I probably skied almost 10 days this year where I didn't record anything. And I think it was nice because it was like, yeah, kind of allowed me to just enjoy skiing again. But it's just weird because I love recording and skiing. That's why everything has happened the way it has, because I love trying to set up a camera and trying to get a shot of myself or whatever it is. And so it's like at some point something has changed. Would you ever make a vid to the Ice Coast hit up Tucket, man? I don't know, man. We have a long-standing deal. If the channel ever hits 100,000 subscribers, we'll go to the East Coast. But at the moment, no East Coast plans. I feel on the burnout. Didn't this yet. Did some beach camping and golf trips. Yeah, I don't know, because I don't feel like I should get burnt out on skiing, you know, like, because I see other people and it's like they ski 100+ days a year and I'm just like, wow, that's incredible, you know. But I also don't want to put so much pressure on myself to, if I get burnt out, I just get burnt out, right? Like I feel like it's a natural natural part of life. And I think what I've learned from myself is there's like this cycle where once the spring comes and, like, for instance, paintball starts up and I get back in the race car, like, I start to lose interest in skiing. And then mountain biking is going to happen, right? And then as soon as sort of Labor Day hits and it starts to get cold again, it's like, wow, now I'm really excited to go skiing. And now I can't wait to go skiing. And so then I'm really pumped September, October, November, right? And then just like the cycle repeats itself. But I guess I'm just wondering, how can I make it so the skiing is a huge part, not a huge part. Skiing is the whole channel, but how can I make skiing a longer part of the channel? And that's where, like, I commend someone like Jonathan Buckhouse, who he is every single day, that dude puts out a video and he's skiing and he like shows his stoke and his passion for it. Like, that is hard to freaking do, right? I mean, how many times do you wake up to go to work and you're just like, man, like, I don't want to go to work, right? And you do it anyways. But my point is like, how can you keep that where you put your gear on, you go out there, you film, and you just do it day after day after day? Too many YouTube channels get obsessed with something new and lose their soul. Distant makes the heart grow fonder. Yeah, my dad used to always say that, actually. Not necessarily about skiing, but how many views does a video need for it to be a success? I mean, I know I brought the topic up, but I just hate even referring to the videos in views as a success, because when I first, you can go back to my channel, videos have hundreds of views, and like, I was so stoked on them. I think from a monetary standpoint, I think anything over 20,000 views is when you can, I'll see a worthwhile return from like a revenue standpoint. Once the videos get up to the 40, 50, I have a few videos with 100,000. That's when they're really making, I would say, a lot of money relative to the sort of time that goes into it, right? There's a lot of different factors with it. Time of year, like videos in November and December will be a lot better. That's why, if you've noticed the past 2 years, a lot of my videos are in that pre-holiday rush, because advertisers pay more money, so you get more money for the same amount of views. Tips and tricks. Q&A. That's a good idea. Straight up lesson videos. I'm so timid to do a lesson video, Noah. One, because I feel like I'm not really a good teacher when it comes to skiing. And two, the whole other side of this whole thing is all the negativity that you receive from skiing and YouTube, right? There's always people who tell me I suck and whatever, I don't do enough shit. So I'm really timid to do a lesson video and get that whole sort of side of it. This whole channel has always been about just a genuine documentation of the ski day, right? But less opening days and hit the ground running once the snow gets good. First, like 10, just hitting blue groomers. Yeah, that's definitely a good point too. The opening days are worthwhile because a lot of people are so stoked and they want to see what the conditions are like, right? So and they're easier for me to do because they're so much concentrated in one area. But I agree with that, Kevin. I think that's what I'm saying. I think this stuff was so concentrated early on, and I lose out on some of the good stuff later on. The filming process is tied to the fun of skiing. Yeah, it definitely is. It definitely is. And yeah, I feel like that's where my skill set is, right? I never really believe in myself as a pure skier, right? From a skill standpoint, there is people who are, way better than I am. So I never necessarily wanted to make ski videos. I still don't. I don't want to make ski videos to showcase my skill as a skier, because I don't think it's not worthwhile to showcase, right? But I feel like where I have fun and where my skill set is the capture, you know, capturing skiing and stuff like that. So try snowboarding. I think you're way too honest for mostly fake YouTube world where fake stuff is valued more than honesty. Building the actual skiing that you're doing. I think people come for the ski content but stay for the stoke. Yeah, I think you're totally right, Drew. And that's where when I get in these moods, I'm like, man, I'm just totally overthinking this whole thing, and I just need to just stop and just do what I just do kind of what I've been doing. I think the reason why we've built this community, why we have the Discord, is that I'm just a regular person like everyone else in here who's just going out to ski. But my point is that at some point along these last 2 years, something has changed to where when you do it for a, you know, when I'm doing it full time, there's just a different mindset to it. Yeah, what sets you apart is the quality of the skiing. That is what we are looking for. You can't half-ass it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, and that's where there were times where I'm like, man, I could go ski, but there's nothing I hate more than when I go ski and I make a video and I know that I know that I wasn't into it, right? And it's harder for me to put that out than just put nothing out. So that's why, honestly, lately it's just been quiet, because I'm like, I could go out and just put something out just to do it, but that hurts my soul more than just not doing anything, if that makes sense. And I don't think you guys deserve that. And it's not something, if I want to put on my channel, there needs to be a reason that it's on there. Any video with Papa Joe? What's up, Levi? Get Joe to do the lesson. I'd be down with that. I think Joe would be better. I'd feel more comfortable with that. Your mountain bike videos are awesome too. Your channel would grow so much if you did small how-tos for big mountain skiing. Yeah, Ron, I don't know what it is. I don't feel confident enough to do it, you know, because I don't hit cliffs. I don't throw tricks. So what is there for me to teach, I guess, you know? I wouldn't really classify myself as like a big mountain skier. What up, Lucas? This is my first season watching you, and it's been a pleasure seeing the whole season. You're inspiring me to rip snowboard this year. Nice, Donnie. Thanks for watching, man. What's the freaking scoop? What's up, Justin? What's up, Ron? Dakota. Florida heat is brutal, man. I was saying earlier in the stream, I don't know how I'm supposed to do this. You can see look how sunburned I am. Insane, dude. Don't listen to me, I'm memeing. Yeah, I agree, Justin. I think that's kind of what... Don't play with your mic, we can hear that. All right, I'm just nervous. Yeah, I think that's what that comes down to, Justin. I think that's what kind of this is all about, is I guess just trying to find a direction with it. I get the racing, and from a filming standpoint, the racing is very hard to show. It's so niche, and it's just something that I'm not necessarily looking to always vlog, because it's just a whole different thing. But I think in the summertime, I love making the summer videos, whether it's hiking, going out for camping trips in the van, or mountain biking, that I don't want to have to give that up, you know. And my girlfriend Tara said something good yesterday, where she was just like, I don't want you to I don't want you to push so hard to ski now that you end up just like resenting it when the season is actually here. And I thought it was kind of a good point where, because I'm like, man, should I just go ski snowbird and go to Mammoth? Which I want to do that, but do I want to push myself to ski every day right now to then when the season comes back, I don't want to ski, you know? Because I love making the summer videos. You know, I love going to Zion and Moab and being able to showcase my cinematography a bit differently. But the way YouTube works, it's like, yeah, it's all about, you know, every time you open up YouTube, you're smacked with like your analytics, right? How many views did you get? How much money did you make? How many subscribers did you gain? And like, there's no hiding it that the winter videos are where it's at. So I don't think videos of repeated runs are bad at all. I enjoy watching you repeat good runs. Don't stress over being fresh. Working ruins skiing. Just like it ruins my life. Took a 3-week break from skiing. Stoked to rip the Met Crest meltdown. Someone who's borderline hitting double backs, any small so when you go down those runs. I think you're underestimating how good you are at skiing compared to the viewers. The likability is everything. I'm reading everyone's comments. I want to let you guys know that I'm not skipping over anyone. Stoken Adventure. Me and the fam. Equipment and resort reviews. It's because you daily vlog skiing. But that's what's weird is like I love the challenge of the daily vlogging skiing because I want to do something that no one is doing, and the daily vlogging skiing is like, it's basically insane to think you're going to ski every day, make a video, have it out the next morning, and do that day after day after day. And that's what we're able to do early in the season. And I think part of it works. I just feel like I get carried away with it. And if I'm in a daily vlog skiing, the quality has to be a little bit different. I just don't think daily vlogging skiing is sustainable without having an editor or someone who's even a filmer, someone who's helping me do some of the stuff. But to think you're going to ski, film it all yourself, live in a van, edit it all yourself, upload it, and then do it all the next day, like, it's crazy. The Riz. Hard premiere by a ski breakfast for a day. Ski or camp related, I would watch it. Thank you, Lucas, for inspiring me to go after my ski dreams. I tried to ski 120 resorts before I got hurt. This year I was still feeling the stoke and managed to ski 126 different resorts. Kelly, that's insane. 126 different resorts? That's got to be like, what, all over the U.S.? I don't think terrain or skiing is that important. Even if there are some insane skiers out there, I still think you're better at skiing than 95% of us will ever get at it. Good luck with the race. Thank you, Bond. Whatever you decide to do, your loyal followers will support. Focus on yourself as well as a great summer. My favorite video series was a Canada trip last year. That was the best. I agree, CJ. That was such a cool experience. Yeah, I love how the whole thing came together. Oh, and here's the deal. On the third day of the heli skiing, I really need to salvage this, but after the last day of heli skiing, we went out to the patio. I remember I was with Abe Kislovitz. I was with like the whole crew, and we were doing a footage dump and exchange. So like Abe was giving me all of his SD cards. I was trying to offload my footage from the day, and we were doing this basically in a bar setting. Me and him had our laptops. People were drinking and partying, and I was just distracted. And I think I offloaded some of the footage, then I offloaded the photos that I took, and then below the photos was more footage. And I feel like I never offloaded that footage because I'm missing like more than half of the footage from the third day. That's why there's never been a third day heli skiing video, because all of the good stuff, all of the bits where I'm talking to the camera, I have interactions with Abe and the rest of the crew, all of like it's nowhere to be found. So now I have a third day of heli skiing, but most of it is just like skiing and B-roll stuff. I don't have any like story element to it. So now I'm like, do I try to salvage this and put like a voiceover at times in between? But I'm like, and this was all on the back end of everything else, and I was just so deflated. I was like, I lost all this footage, which I never do. I feel like I'm always really good with footage and offloading stuff, and somehow I lost footage on one of the most important trips I've ever been on in my life. And so that's why there was never a third heli skiing video, because I lost a lot of the footage. I still have a ton of footage from the third day, but I lost a lot of like the talking bits. I had like another Hero 12 that was recording everything. So yeah, that's kind of what happened with that heli skiing thing. Risk of injury, just injured my back. Yeah, 100%, Potter. That's a whole other thing. Like, yeah, injury is huge. I'm 30, and you know, that the whole injury thing was another thing of balancing, like, how hard do I push myself with the injuries, right? Because I always said injury would take me out of business. If I can't make ski videos, then the whole thing's done. So it's just weird, because I feel like there was a time where I'm firing on all cylinders, and I feel like December and into January I was feeling good. I feel like I've hit a level of my skiing that I've never hit before. I feel like I'm skiing at the highest level I've skied at in my life. I feel like my video stuff was really clicking off well, and then for some reason it just like it dies quickly, and I just want to figure out how to fix that so it doesn't happen. Do you remember how much you didn't like working in the realtor basement dungeon? Yeah. And that's where I kick myself, dude. That's where I get so mad at myself. I'm like, you know, because there was 3 years of that. I hated that, you know, and I was always pushing the YouTube on the weekends, and I was like, man, like this is just what I want to do. So I would work all week, then I'd go on the ski trips, right, and put out 2 videos a week during all that, you know. And now I'm here. Now I'm like where I wanted to be 2 years ago. Yeah, the editor would be hard, because the editing is like where it all happens, right? That's what I feel like. If I filmed the video and gave it to someone else to edit, I feel like it would be a lot different. Keep in mind, most of us live vicariously through you. We love it. I know. And that's the perspective that I need to always retain, is from your guys' perspective, is what I'm getting at. And that's what it is, right? Every time I pick up the camera and I'm looking at the lens talking to it, I always envision that I'm talking to one of you guys, right? I'm not just trying to hold the camera up and just film myself. I'm like truly talking and addressing each one of you guys in the videos. Trevor Duran with $50. We always got your back, man. You hook people up with the quality and turn enjoyment of it. Every ski or summer. Have you thought about putting on video during peak ski season? Maybe helps with the burnout. Trevor, first off, man, thank you for $50. I don't ever want these streams to turn into, yeah. Of course I appreciate it all. I appreciate everyone in the Stoke squad and all this, but I really want these to just be genuine conversations with you guys about what's going on. But I appreciate the 50, and I think it's 100% about a video schedule, and I think I low-key tried to incorporate that a little bit, where there was a point where I would ski one day, the next day I would edit, you know, ski, edit, where I wasn't trying to do it all in one day. I think along the lines of that, I think just not putting, at the same time, not putting pressure on myself to get videos out all the time. But I get in this like rat race of like the thing with YouTube, every time you put out a video, you earn more money, you get more subscribers. So it's like this cycle that they keep you on of like, hey, you eat what you kill, right? The more you put out, the more you make, the more you grow, right? So naturally, you want to put out as much as you can. And it's a little bit, I found it to be a little difficult to have a schedule of skiing, because if a storm comes in, then your schedule kind of changes, right? Because you're not going to not ski on a POW day because it wasn't your ski day. So I think going to like a 2 or 3 video a week schedule, I think is realistic, would be better. He's old. You go back and rewatch all the videos and try to understand it that way. Like there's an experience to be shared. Yeah, DC, there's definitely times where I've went back and I've looked at my old videos. Honestly, some of the videos I go back and rewatch the most are the Pacific Northwest summer videos. And I know it's not skiing, but there was something about that series where I just, when I watched those, I remember that I was just truly stoked to film, make videos, and put them out. And that's the feeling that I need to have. That's when I have that feeling and make ski videos, that's when the best work comes out. So what up, Jay? 26 months. Thank you, man. Still some snow on the way, but mountain bike and fishing are firing off right now too. But if someone did the bulk edit and you find us, yeah, that's true. That's what it would have to be, right? Someone edited and then I do some fishing videos with Jay. Trevor, thank you for the 50, man. Thank you for 18 months as well, dude. Trevor, you've been an OG supporter, OG subscriber, man. I really appreciate it. You've always had nothing but good things to say. This is the most overthinking I've ever heard, just to get back to the enjoyment and gratitude mentality. Yeah, I agree, Justin. And that's why I met up with Jay and Chin like a week ago now in Utah. And I feel like that's kind of the realization I came to, is just all this is overthinking. If I bring out the edit, build a few trusted editors. Yeah, I mean, I don't think, yeah, I mean, hell, even someone to just do a lot of the like little things, like just aggregating my footage, right? Like doing all the GoPro Max stuff, getting all that like cut and ready to go. Like hell, sometimes if someone could just find music, like little things like that would be a huge time saver, because I'm still reluctant to completely relinquish an edit to someone. But Whatever you do, if you aren't having fun, I'm not watching it. Finding Solace, the best Lucas Catania edit. Yeah, I don't think a lot of people have seen that video, but that's definitely some of my best work, I feel like. Should become a ski patrol at the Bird then when I graduate high school. I'll join you. Was the travel aspect? I guess I'll ski the same mountains all the time. Yeah, I mean the travel, yeah, and that's another thing that I've been struggling with is everything with Luna, because I feel like, because I was like, okay, what if I were to sell the van, right? And I don't do the van side of it, but I'm like, then I feel like then I have nothing, right? So it forces me, you know, it doesn't force me, but it makes it so I need to have Luna, I need to travel to make it interesting, right? And I feel like I fixed a lot of the things with the van in the springtime now. So now I feel a lot more comfortable with Luna. The thing that still sucks is the four-wheel drive, right? And I'm not saying I can't make it work. We've done like 2 years of chasing like storms in Tahoe with 3 feet of snow, like just totally ridiculous stuff. But I agree with you, Owen, because the traveling and that whole side of things is what makes it all fun. I remember driving up into Washington and Crystal Mountain and stuff like that. Like, to me, that was the experience that was so freaking fun. It wasn't like the skiing was cool, right? We did pinball, we hiked, whatever, and all that sort of stuff. But honestly, being in the van and traveling, like, that's what I think makes the video special. That's what makes them, like, exciting to watch. And the skiing is sort of like obviously the meat and potatoes of it, but your trip to Mount Rainier is one of my favorite it's ever. Yeah, that was such a great trip. I'm planning on doing another Rainier trip in August, I think. He's turning into a real YouTuber talking about self-rediscovery, practicing abundance and humbleness. Oh man. No, I don't know what to. I don't know. A video a week. There's not been a Stoke Squad meetup video. I really need to do a third heli skiing video, and I need to do a Stoke Squad meetup video. That's really things I need to do. We enjoy and appreciate the everyday in the early season, but it doesn't have to be the expectation every other day. Every third day would be good. It's a long season. I know. And you're so right about that. I don't know why I do every day, but Dakota, thank you for the 420. You don't tell me who I can send money to. I'm stoked to see you guys, man. Dakota and some of the Garage Gang are coming to Sebring, I believe, on Saturday. So, Dakota, I'm trying to think what else I can contribute to the garage. You guys already have a tire. We're putting our heads together, so. But thank you for the 420, man. Eric, thank you for the 276 here for the fun times. And Bond, thank you for the $9.99 for something cold to drink. Stay cool in Florida with the race, yeah. Unreal heat, to be honest. Thank you, guys. Ever thought about getting into ski mountaineering or just mountaineering in general? You know, not really, Arjun. I think it's cool. I just haven't really, never really thought much about getting into it. AI is popping. I'd look into it if it's not an option now. I'm sure video editing. Yeah, AI is popping. I think that is true. Stoke Squad meetup teaser. We could run it as advertisement for next year. Run it as advertisement for next year. Definitely missed the travel last while watching you going to different places, cooking breakfast, getting on the hill, and having an amazing day. I know, that's what it was all about. Sleeping in a random parking lot, driving to the mountain, making breakfast, skiing, going back to said random parking lot and doing it again. Meat and potatoes of your videography is Stoke. Is your videography in Stoke? More of a vlog than just a ski video. I agree, Owen. Well said. First real POW day ever the other day. First real POW day in April, dude. That is sick, Justin. So crazy how POW exposes all your foundational flaws. I have no clue how you're able to make vids every day. Last year I've been exporting a video just made for 20 hours so far and it keeps crashing. Yeah, man, one of the best investments I made is my editing machine. I got an M1 MacBook last January, I think, before I had like a 2016 or something. And yeah, it's been a game changer. I think now they have an M3, but having a fast, especially if you're using GoPro Max stuff, having a powerful editing machine is big for trying to put out consistent YouTube videos. Even now, I'm noticing this one is now slowing down with the other stuff. So, yeah, I wouldn't discount like a proper editing machine. Chinsky 2 days in Tahoe and is already slandering it. I know. Oh man, I'm always excited about your videos and information you put out. Keep it going. Thank you, Patrick. You did. I know I got burnt. I thought Italians didn't burn, and here I am. I'm burnt. 12 inches of POW this Monday at the Bird. Eric, thank you for the 5 gifted. Bon Rogers Chicken Dinner. Roberto. What's up, Roberto? Gators. Fletcher. Eric, thank you for the 5 gifted, my friend. As Midwest skier, I find it wild when people are talking about POW days. It's been like 6 weeks since I last skied. I will say it is pretty crazy to have POW days in May. I mean, I can see POW days in April, but POW days in May is like, you know, that's pretty gnarly. All we want is you to have and take next season slow and steady. I've watched every single video of yours from the past 3 years. And I want videos in the late season in April and May of skiing. I, like Eric, I'm here for a good time, long time from now on. For the foreseeable, you are unlike any of the other. The Stoke Church, our frat, says Ron, 26 months. It's so cool to see a lot of the Illuminatis in here. Justin, Dakota, Ron, Matt, Chin. Don't forget the back to school sales in July and August. Chin with the 48.93. Chin, come on, man. Chin started a new job. An investment in you, my Risley burnt Italian man. Chin, name me the 48.93, but you didn't have to do that, man. Any videos in the early season to see opening day? Maybe less than, like, not every day, but every 3 days. Just tune in when will the next ski video be? Megan Vogler. Finally got a paycheck. Chan, thank you for the 48.93, man. How was the, I don't even know if he would have got one yet. Maybe he did. How's the engineering sales job going? You still owe me for all the ganja? Just remember me when you're rich. Oh my god. When are you coming out to the East Coast to ski? Whenever the channel hits 100,000 subscribers. I think we pushed that goalpost back though, Justin. I think we pushed it back. I see your Illuminati and I raise you. Evan Cortens. Yes, the only one with a diamond. I think you were literally the only one, dude. That's insane, Evan. That is actually insane. What is that? That must be 3 years? Is that 3 years? The GoPro Max footage with Adobe Reframe absolutely kills my editing software for both my laptop and desktop. Yeah, honestly, what I did is I got rid of my desktop and I got this laptop. Then I just got I got the cheapest studio display monitor, so then I can kind of plug this in when I'm not traveling and I have more of a desktop feel. I'm still obviously running everything off the laptop, but yeah, I figured I don't really need a desktop. But yeah, I would definitely recommend upgrading your laptop. You should come ski Crest Meltdown at Brighton. They built tons of berms and jumps and humps. Berms, jumps, and humps, and other flowy snow features down most of the runs off Crest. That would actually be pretty fun. I just feel like I can't hit a jump, so I don't know what I would do. What's up, Al? Eddie, 5th super on a live stream. Thank you for the 10, the weekly tithe. Chris with the $9.99 summer Stoke fund. Thank you, Eddie. Thank you, Chris. Side note, after I DM'd you about Snowbird Spring Skiing, I went down and got the 40% off. Otherwise, I'd be broke. $40% is major, dude. They have a huge store down there. Or maybe the store isn't that big, but like the warehouse is right there, right? So that you can like, you like sign in on those little kiosks and you can kind of get whatever you want. Or am I thinking the backcountry store? I don't know. 3 years, 36 months, an honor to support the channel. Damn, Evan. That's definitely, yeah, you're the only one, man. 3 years. It's kind of a shame that we've never skied together or met in real life. You're definitely the longest Stoke Squad member that I've never met. I feel like a lot of the Stoke Squad members I've met in real life. New Del Bello Panteras and Line Optic 104. Nice. I'm an East Coast skier. It's great. None of the time. When I grow up, I want to send as hard as Levi. Who's the attractive lady in the early episodes of the ski season? That was likely my girlfriend, Tara. Yeah, I think that's the only lady I've had in my videos. Why does this random thumbs up pop up on the screen? That's so weird. You can for sure hit a jump you with that 60-footer last spring at Mammoth. Oh my god, I forgot about that. I don't know what I was thinking, but yeah, I guess we did hit that jump. Yeah, that was a big jump. Thing looked massive. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was more like 40 feet. I don't know, actually. I really don't know how big those jumps were. Evan shows it from time to time, and I love it. Next Banff trip, says Evan. Evan, I'm planning on getting up there this summer, for what that's worth. I'm hoping to do another thing with CMH Heli, which is up that way. But if not, I think I might do a Banff trip anyways. But yeah, definitely going back up to that BC Alberta area next winter. But I really want to get up there this summer. I was up there in the summer years ago, but I was never really like, I took a lot of photos and never filmed, and I would just, I just want to film, go up there, and, yeah, all that stuff. He's not the best Cantanian Catholic. I still can't pronounce that word, so when I saw it, I was like, damn it. Maybe you should introduce a little series where you fly visit the Stoke hometown of a Stoke Squad member. That would be cool, Chin. Or at least like the home mountain. I'd be like, hey, which one of you guys has Kirkwood as your home mountain, right? And then I go there, ski with you guys, film the mountain. That could be cool. You're going for 2 hours tonight. Yeah, maybe. Actually, probably not. I'll probably go for another half hour just because it's 9:15 here, and yeah, we got to get up early and whatnot. So yeah, I'll probably go for like another half hour, whatever. I wasn't really sure what the stream was going to be like tonight, but. Are you an Armada athlete? No, just love wearing Armada gear. Yeah, I've never spoke to anyone from Armada. Not affiliated with Armada. Yeah, I have no affiliation with any ski company other than Zipline, who I wear their poles, goggles, and stuff like that. But all the gear that I have, everything else I've bought on my own. But yeah, just like Armada skis. And then I recently found their outerwear this year, and I really was impressed with their outerwear. So, but yeah, I'm not an Armada athlete or anything like that. We would love an East Coast trip. The weather's quite crazy with rain, snow, hail, sleet, 50 degrees to 10 in the next morning. Yeah, I mean, I know I've said this a bunch, but I'm originally from the East Coast. I'm originally from upstate New York, so I'm no stranger to the weather and their mixed, their wintry mix, that they like to say. But yeah, I mean, I'm not super stoked to go to the East Coast, I'm gonna be honest, but there is a deal that the deal was made, I think, years ago. But if the channel ever hits 100,000 subscribers, I will personally take Luna, drive to the East Coast, and do an East Coast tour. But I don't really have any plans on going before that. Should I get Chin to hit all the gnarliest terrain in Tahoe next season to film it? Yeah, you should. That's what I love about this whole thing. The coolest part of this, and I've always said this, is the community that's built and that continually is built. Like the fact that Chin and Pranav could ski together kind of through the community, I think is super rad. The fact that I've met Chin and Jay, who are people that I'm frozen again. These are people that I never knew before, right? And I'm friends with Chin and Jay now in real life, all through this online. You know, it's really, really cool. You just saved your channel. Ski with me this winter and drop from that pool. Here's the thing. And I really like that idea, Chin. And you could say, okay, we're gonna do whatever. We'll do all the freaking mountains. It doesn't really matter. Crystal Mountain, right? Bachelor. The thing with that is, if I do it, there has to be the expectation that one, people are going to be on camera, and two, I'm going to be filming, right? Like if you notice with the Stoke Squad meetup, I don't really film much because I never wanted people to feel like they were being taken advantage of or exploited, or that I wasn't 100% sort of there with them. But a series like this, it would have to be different of like, yeah, the expectation is that there's a video or videos to be made from this, but I think it's a really cool idea of like, let's get everyone whose home mountain is this, Jackson Hole, right? Or whatever it is, Big Sky. We set a date. People who want to come out can come out. We ski. They show me around their mountain. You know, they're included in the video, and it features sort of that whole thing. Yeah, we're choosing your adventure, but also involving the whole squad. Would you consider doing some mogul skiing next year? We love watching you in the trees and would love to see you in the bumps. I feel like I definitely will include the bumps when yeah. I mean, I don't know if you want like mogul course videos with like proper mogul skis. I can't really promise that, but I'm definitely not I'm not shy to the bumps. If there's moguls, I'll use my 121s and ski the moguls, but yeah, I don't know if I'll do like proper like full mogul skiing, you know what I mean? Lucy, you need to ski Cortana, Italy, Switzerland. I think the pass to get you. I think that's like I think that's got to be the next step, is going overseas, going to Japan, this Swiss Alps, Italian Alps, all that. Excited the Coyotes moving to Utah. I think it's cool. I've never been to an NHL game, so maybe it'll be an opportunity to go to a pro hockey game. What time should we tune in tomorrow on GT? Geezy, tune in on Saturday. Saturday and Sunday are the races. I guess what time zone are you in, Geezy? Have you ever been to Jackson? I've been to Jackson. Not a ton. I've probably skied 5 total days at Jackson before. I think it's rad. I think it's one of the gnarliest mountains out there, you know? It's just, for some reason, it doesn't necessarily, it's not one of my favorites. But definitely worth visiting. I think Jackson's a really cool little ski town. You know, it's a very gnarly resort, you know. So I equate it to Snowbird, Revelstoke, stuff like that. I think one of the reasons why I don't always love it is because I think the snow quality can kind of be iffy, because it gets so sun-baked. But, you know, when it snows, it's the best, one of the best out there. Lucas, any so-called ski day you are really on the snow, maybe 10%. Think about it, the fun. The fun and the real beauty of your work comes from Midnight Knocks, What's for Breakfast, riding chairlifts with Papa Joe, plus unscripted squad meetups on the hill and tapping into your knowledge of the hills. That's why you are demand. Don't think 100K is not attainable. I think it's well said, Jerry. I really do. For some reason, I feel like I knew that before, and then lately it's changed where I felt like on the snow stuff was the most important, and so that's why the videos were just mostly all skiing, right? But I lost all the true experiences in between. So what do you do if you get invited to ski Florida? We're going water skiing in Florida. Ski Club just announced 25 trips. Icon next year. Jackson, Steamboat, Schweitzer, DV, Alyeska. Idaho. Huh. Okay. I heard good things about Schweitzer. I don't think it'd be my number one over the other ones you mentioned, but just need an old guy to tell you the names of every peak. Skiing, some vlogging, story and travel, plus it has with, yeah. Coming to Niseko. One thing I've always wanted to see more of is some Colorado resorts during mid-late season once there's vibe change. Yeah, I agree, Trevor. I agree. I feel like I've definitely neglected Colorado. Really, I mean, I guess whatever, season 2 there was some more Colorado, but for the most part I've definitely hasn't shown Colorado love. The Aspen trip was really cool, and Aspen was definitely one of the highlights of this past winter, and I think we're gonna, hopefully we're doing something with Aspen again this summer with their mountain bike park. Would be really cool to do another sort of proper trip with Aspen Snowmass, but in the summer. I think they were really stoked on how everything came out. So, but I agree, Trevor. I think going back to Colorado, I really need to get to Crested Butte. I would love to get back to Steamboat. Where else do I really need to get to and spend some? I would love to get back to Breckenridge. Steamboat, Crested Butte, Telluride's another one. I did, yeah, you could. DC said you could put out Stoke Squad member only videos saying I'm gonna be here, meet me here, and we'll go skiing together. That is a good idea, DC. Or even some sort of post, right? I mean, maybe it doesn't have to be a video, but some sort of saying where it's private to the Stoke Squad members of, hey, I'm going to be at this point, at this mountain, right? Meet me at 1 o'clock here and we can ski for the rest of the day or something like that, you know? I'm never against skiing with people if it just happens, right? But also being more organized to the Stoke Squad members of like, hey, I'm going to be here. Now maybe Stoke Squad membership actually means something like to be able to do the survey for that idea. Love your ski videos, Lucas. I love your skiing vibes. I don't need crazy double black. We all like chili and bombing grooms at DV. And in the coming seasons, you have ski the new expanded Deer Valley. Yeah, I'm stoked to try the new expanded terrain. Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Jeff. As I say, I don't even know what time the races are. TC America, race 1 is 11:15 Eastern. Race 2 is 9:30 a.m. Eastern. So they will be live streamed at that time as well. So you can tune in if you guys want to check them out. What's up, Oscar? You got to come out to Snowboard for some spring skiing. More trips in Luna with breakfast. When you come into Palisades next? Probably not till next year if I go. Earn your turn. Any plans to summer ski at A Basin or Mammoth? I'd love to summer ski at Mammoth for sure. I might head out there end of May. My wife and I like your hair this length or shorter. No homo, says Brett. Yeah, I don't think I'll really go much longer than this anymore. I like my hair this length as well. No more. I can't believe some of the videos, man, my hair is like down to my nipples. It's nuts. The boys and I found a rally to ride up to the races. Let's go, dude. That's going to be awesome. We're ready for you, Dakota. Hard to leave Utah in the season. Felt like every time I drove out, so I was pulling. I know, right? I watch YouTube all the time. 100K subs is very attainable for this channel. 500K is also possible. But Lucas, feel free to change character. I saw a lot of 50K climb into 300 from doing interviews. Like what song you listening to on a ski lift or what your favorite ski brand interview was. I think is still the best way. Thank you, Cho Sam. I appreciate it, man. You've been around for a while on the channel, so I definitely appreciate your constructive criticism and all that, man. Or female. I actually don't know. But yeah, I mean 100K, the closer I get to it, obviously the more possible I think it is, right? But you know, I still remember when I hit 1,000 subscribers, I made a video showing my gratitude to hitting 1,000, and I was like, dude, I'm daily vlogging every single day because I hit 1,000 subscribers. And so, you know, to be potentially, I think we're at like 69,000, you know, but we're closer to 100,000 than we are to 1,000. So if we can grow 30,000 next, which is what we did this ski season, we grew about 30,000. So if we could do that again next year, that'd be 100,000. Do you have a mountain bike purchase plan? Maybe get a bike sponsor. I do not, Geezy. I've been kind of, I don't want to say dreading it, but I'm like, man, I just don't know. A part of me is like, do I just keep renting bikes and do I just keep demoing bikes and paying $100 every time I want to go ride? Which I'm like, there's definitely problems with that because, you know, but I could do that 20 times and still arguably pay less. You know, I'd pay $2,000 doing that, where I feel like a bike, any sort of at least a solid bike is going to cost me at least $2,000, right? But I don't have anything planned. It would be cool. I don't think I'd ever get a bike sponsor just because I'm not a bike channel, nor am I good at biking. But it'd be cool to get some, I don't know, get something, right? I don't really have anything planned. I just want something that's kind of good for bike parks. Crested Butte, Silverton, Telluride's the best car which we do. I did before starting driving a sketch though. Yeah, I did that, or did I do Telluride to Silverton? I don't know what I did. But yeah, I definitely got to ski Crested Butte. Silverton would be cool. For some reason, I don't have like a huge desire to do Silverton Mountain. But yeah, Telluride, Crested Butte, all that. Greek Peak, Labrador Summit. Breckenridge and Crested for sure, James. If we can come up with a way to show how steep the hill really is, it would be great. I know, right? Stuff never looks as steep and it just never does it justice, right? Then at the end of the video, you could advertise to become a member to ski with you, then you can make more money. Yeah. I mean, as I always say, and I do, yeah, like I always hate trying to sell what I'm doing or sell myself. Like, that's why pushing the Stoke Squad stickers or any of this stuff, like, if I could just continue doing what's been going, that's like all I need, if that makes sense. Stoke Squad sticker restock, man, should I restock them? I feel like I've been so hesitant. That's what I'm saying, guys. Like, in terms of the channel update, I just felt like, I was like, man, I don't know why I get in this headspace, and I guess this is just the honest side of it. Is like, I'm like, no one's gonna buy my stickers, right? No one wants to watch my videos. I don't know why I get like this, but this is what happens later in the year. So like, I'm not gonna restock the stickers because no one's gonna buy them, right? I'm not gonna go skiing because it's boring. No one wants to watch me ski. It sounds so shitty, but that's why there hasn't been a Stoke Squad sticker restock, right? I'm like, are you racing in Virginia this year? Yeah, we'll be racing July, Bon. Ron, thank you for the 20. You know Stoke Church. I'm not even going to say it. I'm pleased to be a small part. Trust your instinct, North Star. Let your conscience always be your guide. Dude, you are a huge part, Ron. You are honestly one of the biggest. There are some people in here who are here every week who are instrumental pieces of the live stream and therefore the channel, and you are honestly one of them. There are some people in here who are always in here and they make a positive sort of impact on the community, you know. So I really appreciate the 20. It is never expected but always appreciated, Ron. Thank you, man. Any mountains out west worth visiting in mid-December? I mean, I think a lot of mountains out west are worth visiting in mid-December depending on the snow, right? I mean, you can go either way, but you can also have some really good early season years. I'll never not recommend Snowbird and Alta, you know. Mammoth is another good one, I think. Jackson Hole. I just always caution people in December to just look at the snow report, you know, and see what's going on. Like, I think this December was a little bit light, and you know, you could come out to these places and not everything's open. But there's also been Decembers where, you know, you're still thin coverage, but stuff is open. So just really depends. Yeah, guys, if you use Discord, feel free to join the Discord. I think we're almost at 1,000 members in the Discord, which is also really cool. Yeah, I have injured myself skiing. Nothing like super bad, like nothing really bad, thankfully. But I've definitely got hurt here and there skiing. What type of racing? It's like road racing. Sports cars. Yo, why I love your content from Argentina. Went to Aspen all the winter. I was willing to meet you. Couldn't because I was working, but you were part of my trip planning. Nice, man. Yeah, I was just saying earlier, Aspen was one of my most fun trips this winter. I love that whole Aspen trip. Really cool. And yeah, I was just saying, I think I might be back out at Aspen this summer, maybe doing some bike park stuff. But hopefully, if not, make it back there this winter just because. Mark, 16 months, man. What up, Stokes? I'm excited for the future of the channel. Regards to the direction. Let's go. Mark, thank you, man. Good to see you, my friend. Pimp says he went to hike Granite Chief. Peak is arguably the best snow on the mountain. You know what's funny in return? I've never done Granite Chief. I've never properly skied Palisades, in my opinion. Every time I've been there, it's been on these crazy storms. So the upper mountain's always been closed. There's no visibility. I've always just skied KT22. So I really need to get back to Palisades and ski the upper part of the mountain, Granite Chief and stuff like that. Any new skis this winter? The only skis I'm probably going to be picking up, let me see here. I don't think the new catalog is out yet. Yeah, they're not out yet, but I would love to just get the new White Walkers. I don't really need new 116s because I just got them, but yeah, to be honest, I don't really have plans to get anything different than I already have. Maybe just newer models. I feel like I should get a smaller ski. Maybe I would love to try out the Declivity for like a Carver ski. But Michael, thank you, man. 1999, amazing season video so far. Excited for the summer catalog review about Bring Back Breakfast. Michael Fan 1999. Ron, thank you for the 20. I appreciate it, guys. Highlands Bowl is a bucket list. Highlands Bowl is gnarly. Aspen Highlands is a really fun mountain, very steep. Lucas, whenever you're feeling down, it's understand. I'm sure the others will agree. We love what you do and understand that you are loved, not to make weird. It's not weird, man. I appreciate that. I think it's important to talk about because I know even if other people don't say it, you know, I know that everyone deals with some semblance of feeling like that. No matter what you do in life, if you, let's just say you're like Chin and you work in engineering sales, or I don't know, you're like Jay and you work in IT, like whatever it is, right? People always deal with some sort of, whether it's call it self-doubt or just something, right? There's a whole side of emotional sort of turmoil that people go through. And I think myself, I'm 30 years old, right? I have a degree in biochemistry. Then I went to business school, right? And now I make YouTube videos. So it's like every few years, I feel like every 5 years, your life changes. And I know there's a lot of young kids who watch my channel, and there's also a lot of older gentlemen and females and stuff who watch the channel. So I know that it's just a natural part of life, and it would be wrong of me not to acknowledge it and act like one, life is just sunshine and rainbows, and two, you just have shit figured out your whole life, because I don't even know what I'm doing, right? So I just think it's important to mention that. That's why the channel update, right, the title of the stream isn't for me to come here and say, hey guys, I'm quitting YouTube. Hey guys, I'm dropping everything and I'm just going to ski now for the rest of my life. That's not what any of this is about. It's really just to tell you guys how I'm feeling, why the last month or so stuff's just been really slow, right? And just talk to you guys about how YouTube fits into my life realistically, you know? And so that's where this whole thing has kind of come from, because a part of me feels like when I started this years ago, I never ever would have thought I'm where I'm at now with it. And it's amazing. I'm super blessed, super fortunate, but there's also parts of it that I'm trying to figure out, right? And how do I make this work so when I'm 35 and 37 and 40, this can still be a thing, right? So that's kind of what this whole thing is about. So to circle back on this being almost an hour and a half in, I'm not quitting. Okay. I love what I'm doing. It's just a matter of, I got really burnt out with skiing for the second year in a row. So I want to try to figure out what I'm doing wrong so that doesn't happen for the third year. It's also to tell you guys that I want to be able to lean into summer videos and other things. And I feel bad when I do. I feel like I'm doing something wrong and I'm not skiing, so therefore I shouldn't share it. But I don't think that's right for me to feel that way, nor should I have to refrain from sharing a hiking video or a camping video because it's not skiing. So the other part of it is like, yeah, there's going to be parts of the channel in the off season that isn't revolving around skiing. And so all that to be said, the channel's not going anywhere. I'm feeling more refreshed. I've taken a lot of time off. I've talked to people about how I'm feeling, and I feel better about where I'm at with it. I've got an exciting opportunity with a company that I've just been super passionate about, it's kind of beyond my dreams. I don't want to share it until the contract is done and like absolutely signed and done with. But it's been a really cool thing that's coming up that I will definitely share when it's completely done. But I don't want to say something then for some reason have it not work out. So all that to be said, that's just where I'm at with things. Yeah. I think that makes sense. Get the declivities that way you're prepared for the East Coast. Always rock the Arctic Camo in honor of our boy Lucas. Let's go, man. Arctic Camo's sick. Dakota. I don't know where my phone is. Let's get it. The powder buoy or powder buoy, I think is super accurate. I think it's a great way to plan your trips. You know, when that buoy pops, it basically means you have 10 to 14 days before a storm comes. So all right, guys, we are going to finish off the stream here with a Garage Gang photo. And then I'm going to hop in the shower. Oh, darn it. Stand by. I hurt my back last week squatting, and it's just starting to feel better. Oh, I don't think sitting on the floor has been the best. I guess we're doing a vlog stream. All right. Snowbird Deer Valley. Lucas signing with GoPro confirmed. We'll have to wait and see. Mark, thank you for the 5 gifted. Paul, Geezy, Michael, Blake, Carlo. I'm absolutely pleased and proud of what you and we have built here. Awesome assembly. Recently broke my femur, hip, and wrist. Oh, god dang it. Alright, just bear with me for a second. Yeah, we gotta get crafty with it, but we got it. Just hopped in. Should I go back? This is some amateur YouTuber shit. Yeah, I shouldn't have sat on the floor though. That was a problem. I've been sitting on the floor for 90 minutes. Showers team with the Risley Bear. Anyways, guys, you guys know that no live stream is complete without the Garage Gang. And guys, it like the this has been I want to say 2 years in the making. Dakota and the Garage Gang in one form or the other is always in a live stream. If it might even just be Dakota sometimes, but for the most part he always has a crew with him. And this has been one of the keys to the success of the live stream is the presence of the Garage Gang. And so this is them. We got Dakota, we got Matt. Is that Dakota's wife up there? I can't really tell. I don't think so, actually. But the more important news is that I'm meeting up with Dakota and 2 other members of the Garage Gang this weekend. If you look up in the top right, that is our tire from last year at Sebring. So I got to think what else I can contribute. So the next week's stream, there's a new piece of memorabilia. It'd be nuts if Lucas is at the Garage Gang and then he switches to a different camera and pops out. That's not the wife, okay. Yeah, I feel like this is kind of a weird angle, isn't it? Alright guys, I'm gonna shower, go to sleep. But yeah, I appreciate everyone. Thanks for the chat tonight. Appreciate everyone sticking with me. Message me on Instagram if you guys yeah, have more questions that I forgot to get to. And with your content. Give him the whole car. Yeah, Levi. I got burnt to crisp, so the side lean really does it.